that's something you should have disclosed, and it's not up to your partner to go back into their history to explain themselves.
Just like if you had a disease, age.
That's like saying that somebody applying for a job shouldn't need to list that they committed a felony. You have to show your record, especially when it comes to a long-term investment with another person. Okay, yeah, a little more lighthearted. So shout out to It's Complicated for the OG viewers who've been here. Can we have any do we have any day one BotTube viewers in this chat right now? How many of you are Artistic Schizo, the Rumble viewers, and how many of you were there on the BotTube days? Because if you were there in the BotTube days, especially season 1, you would know that I popped off streaming last year from reacting to It's Complicated. And speaking of Steve, I was just in Vegas and I did a collaboration with It's Complicated. There we go, me. Quite a bit of OG viewers. So you guys are season 1, that's what I'm talking. Any day 1, season 1 viewers in here? This is SNEAKO Street Talks, It's Complicated. Full circle.
If there was one thing you wish men understood better about women, what would it be?
Like when something is fine, it's not fine. Read between the lines.
You mean be a mind reader?
Yeah, exactly.
So men are expected to be mind readers.
Exactly.
Why do women often expect men to do things that they're not physically capable of?
I don't know. I haven't I don't do that. I don't expect men to do things they're incapable of.
Isn't that what you just said, though?
Being a mind reader?
Well,
Yeah.
you want us to read between the lines, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this. Who's better at communication, men or women?
Women.
Women, but they want you to read their minds. Okay, wow. Mike, thanks for the time. Been here since the beginning.
Okay, so
I was super sick when we were filming this video, but I did it anyway. I worked anyway. I didn't want to do it, but I'm here in Vegas. I flew all the way here. It's Complicated here, bro. Drink a ginger ale or whatever, and then keep going.
Men, wait. So if men are worse at communication, why do so many women expect men to read their body language?
I think men are better communicators logically. Women are better with communicating emotionally.
Okay,
so that's worse. Mind reading is the worst form of communication.
You think of any situation where logic wouldn't outweigh emotions?
I think logic should always outweigh emotion.
She just said that she wants to be able to be understood when she says I'm fine and she's not fine. That's not good communication if she literally can't communicate that.
Do you know how weird it is to see my dumb head in these videos after why? I think I've seen every single video on this channel on stream.
I mean, she said that and not me.
So she's a bad communicator.
Well, we're better communicators in the sense of we're better communicating our emotions. So when it comes to relationships, we're better. But when it comes to logic, maybe guys are a bit more better at that. I don't know.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask a question for the three of you. Who's better at self-improvement, men or women?
I would say men.
I would say it doesn't matter based on gender. Self-improvement just depends on the person, not the...
In general, who's better at self-improvement, men or women?
Who is better at self-improvement, men or women?
Women.
What do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
Women.
Rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10.
10, Batty Bitch.
Every time, man. This is one of the first clips, and we got it live.
2.
A 2? What would it take to make you a 10?
A lot of things.
For the women who are 10s, isn't the first step towards improvement admitting you're not perfect?
Yes.
So then why would you admit you're a 10, which is perfect?
Because I am perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
You got it.
You know what's funny? Where they were walking to right after this, there was I think, yeah, you see this dude? This is the dude that they were going to dinner with. So they're on birthday dinner, and it's oh, okay, birthday dinner. Who's paying for it? 6 girls? Absolutely not. This guy in his 70s. This is the game now. This is the dating game. So it's this is why the incel pill is really worth it, because the girl that you're chasing, bro, she's going to dinner with some fucking multi-millionaire 70-year-old. She's sucking geriatric dick. She's sucking Grateful Dead Burning Man penis from 1973. Wrinkly, and it still has some PCP and Quaaludes on it. That's the guy. And she's getting paid to do it. So why would you invest your time into a girl when she could just go and be with this guy? And all 7 of these girls, they're all really good looking. I'm not gonna lie, they look good getting dressed to go out. She would rather go and spend their time with this dude than you.
Because I am perfect. Thank you.
Look at him. He's waving his hand. Oh, come here, whores. Come to my...
Okay. You got it. That's in 2 questions you get to expose it.
I would say men, because like once there's a breakup, they go straight to, like, it depends the mentality. Like if you're a woman that likes to go to the gym, then it's similar. But like for men, like when there's a breakup, they go straight to the gym. They focus only on like bettering themselves, like eating clean, all that.
While you guys cry and drink wine and eat cookies.
I don't do that.
What do other women do?
I don't know. I go to the gym.
We talk about our feelings.
Cry.
I mean, there could be tears. It could get emotional, but yeah.
Who do you think cries more?
Both. I think y'all hide it more though.
Oh, come on. Like, is this girl really going to argue that men cry as much as women?
But y'all
Sounds like strength if you hide it.
I don't think that's strength. I think that's sad.
So she thinks that strength is crying in public.
Crying in public is a sign of strength?
Yeah, it. If you were to cry right now, bro.
You would be like, you're strong?
Yeah.
You see how women get to believe in nothing? Like, she genuinely said that if I started crying right there, she would be like, that's a strong man. That's a leader. That guy crying and showing his emotion. You can't listen to women at all. You can't believe. Remember, believe all women? Believe no women. Never take what they say seriously because they operate off of emotions. She's saying it's strong to cry in public because she's cried in public. But nothing that they say should apply to men or the truth. Men, it's our responsibility to be logical and tell the truth.
You're out here like crying in front of people?
That's strong?
Yeah.
What do you define as strength? Doesn't strength take courage?
Yeah, bravery. You're out here crying? Like, that's brave.
Who's more honest, men or women?
Definitely women.
I would say men.
I think people that have balls are more honest.
I think 100% of the time that's men.
Yeah.
Should your man provide for you and protect you in a relationship?
If that's the type of partner you're looking for, if you're looking for somebody to protect and provide, then
You too. Should you be with a man that's going to protect and provide for you?
I like women.
How much money
She's lying. She doesn't.
should your baby daddy make?
Your baby daddy's broke though.
Ideally, how much should he make?
Well, I personally make a lot of money. I make around $250, $300K a year, so I want a man on my level or more.
What do you do for?
She wants a guy that makes more north of $250,000. Chad, are you gonna make north of $250,000 for her? Your baby daddy broke. Ah! That's when you become like top 5% of earner. This is what you're gonna settle for, or be an incel.
For work.
Shit. I do a lot of shit.
When two lesbians go on a date, they'll often hold the door open for each other and split the bill. Why is it as soon as a man is involved, he suddenly has to do all the work?
I can't speak for heterosexuals, but what I say, like for lesbians, it always depends on the people's relationship. I know sometimes I don't split the bill sometimes. Sometimes they always pay for it. Sometimes I might take care of it. It just depends on your partner. So I think it just definitely depends on who you are as a person.
I don't think he has to. I think like you decide that or not. I would appreciate it. It does look good, but you know, that's the kind of guy that you're looking for or not. He's gonna bring what he has to the table, so it's up to you to decide if you want to deal with it or not. I personally would like a guy that, you know, like pay for the dinner if we went on a date. If he's taking me out, yes, pay. But if I asked him out on the date, I should pay. If I asked him out.
Yes, women do take men on dates.
When's the last time you've asked a man to go on a date?
Never. I don't like that.
I have a long relationship history. I used to be married. I did take him out on dates. I paid, but he also paid my rent and paid everything, paid the bills.
So she didn't pay.
Everything. I didn't have to worry about anything. But when I asked him out, I did pay. When
I
he
take
asked me
women
out,
on
he
dates.
paid.
Right. Was that really relevant if he was paying for your rent? Did that dinner that you bought him one?
I'm tall as a mother, bro. For an Asian dude, chat, I'm towering over these people.
Every other month compared to the rent he was paying?
No, but it was just like, it wasn't expected for him to pay. I think that's just what I'm saying. If you ask somebody out on a date, you should pay. So if I asked him out, I'm paying just automatically. It's not like the man should pay every time, but if you ask me out.
What is she talking about? You know when you listen to women and it's just like, stop talking?
Oh, yes, you should.
Construct as like some sort of gender roles. And you said that gender is not a social construct and that boys could be boys, girls could be girls, and that you could be whoever you want. But those are ideas that have only been around for maybe the past 30, 40 years. For the rest of history, gender was not a social construct, and that meant that men had to be men and women had to be women. Can a man identify as a woman?
He can identify as a woman if he chooses, sure.
Does that make him a woman?
No. 100% no.
So should men be able to compete in women's sports?
Absolutely not.
Can I compete against 5-year-old kindergartens?
No, that's not what I.
Kindergartners,
That's not what I
idiot.
meant. Like if like somebody's transitioning or whatever, like I think they should do, you know, like if they're fully like, you know, presenting as such, then.
What does that mean, presenting as such? A wig and a skirt?
No, like yeah, like not like that, but like
Makeup?
like if they're
Nails?
Why would you allow a man who has gone through male puberty to compete in women's sports? Like, would you allow Money Mayweather to go fight against other female MMA? Like, absolutely not.
like that's what they want to be, then yeah,
So if they decide,
yeah, like
can I decide to compete against 5-year-old kindergarten girls?
well that's not like fair, because like they're so much younger. If they were the same age,
If we do MMA right now, it's not fair either.
probably not. I mean,
Definitely.
probably not. No.
Can a man identify as a woman?
Yes.
SNEAKO. Assalamu alaikum, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Hey, a man cannot be a woman can never be a man, my nigga.
Are men and women equal?
Look, Allah said that the man is not like the woman is not like the man. We are different, okay? Although a plane and a car still both run on jet fuel, they are both different creations. That's it.
Why will women admit that men are physically stronger when they want protection, while also thinking that biological men should compete in women's sports?
I mean, that's a good question. I think that's just confusion and women probably just saying, hey, there's somebody on our side, there's somebody that agrees with us, so we'll take all the help that we can get.
You're generalizing. I do not agree with that. I don't
So
agree.
you don't think that
Mashallah, amen for that guy. That clip already went viral on Instagram. Chat, you already see that clip?
biological men should be competing in women's sports?
No, but I do think that there should be more inclusivity. I think there should be a women's league, a men's league, and a trans league to make it even, so no one's left out.
That's
I think.
a controversial opinion. Do you agree? Should trans people be in their own league? Should biological men not be able to compete in women's sports? If I put on a wig and say I'm a girl, can I go and play you against tennis and absolutely destroy you?
I mean, I feel like your identity,
Merch.
it shouldn't really matter. Like, if you identify as a girl,
So yes?
answer. I feel like if
It's a yes or no question. It's not I feel like your identity doesn't matter. Should I be able to beat you in tennis? Yes or no?
however you identify, that's fine. But like,
You see how she's ducking? Like you just can't. You're just like it's a woman. Like why? I don't understand. Even I'm disappointed. A lot of you in the chat like women believe. Really?
it shouldn't matter.
So I could compete against you in MMA?
MMA, I personally would decline your offer, but I'm sure that
Does this fucking dummy not understand a hypothetical? It's not about you declining the offer. Should a man be able to fight a woman in MMA? Why is she saying you?
It's not about you specifically. Should I be able to compete against you in MMA and choke you out?
I mean, if you identify as a woman,
Yes.
I don't know. Don't they like put them together versus like their weight and like their class?
And they get destroyed by the biological men wearing wigs.
I mean, there could be a woman that could whip their ass.
That's not what happens ever.
But they're not. They're
You
not.
never know. Do you have a problem with that?
Yeah, that makes no sense. I agree with your friend here that they should have their own thing. They shouldn't be competing against biological women.
They are doing what they can right now because there is no trans leagues. So they're just trying to, like fit in.
So they should just compete. The man with the wig should just compete with the other men.
No, but there is an issue about it. There should be more inclusivity. Like there should be somewhere for them to go.
So
if I put on a wig, I should have my own league.
I mean, if
It's
you're
not
just
about
putting
putting
on a wig, you have to
It's
put on
about
a wig.
knowing yourself. A lot goes into being trans.
If I
So
believe
you don't even need to put on a wig. You could just declare that you're a woman and you're a woman.
I'm a woman, I should have my own league.
Huh?
If I believe I'm a woman, I should have my own league.
Yeah, if you're biologically a woman, you're trans, there should be a trans.
No, biological. Do you see everything they say is so dumb?
What biologically means? Biologically means you're born a woman.
Yeah, what were you saying? If you were biologically born?
Me. If I believe I'm a woman, should I have my own league?
Yes, that would make you trans.
Can he, a white man,
Oh God. Chat, skip yes or no?
identify as being black?
If he wants to, but he's not.
Do you think that he can identify as a black man?
No, I don't.
Why?
He's not dark skinned.
But if I identify as a woman, I'm a woman?
If you want to be a woman, you can be a. I mean, you can be a woman. You can say you're a woman, but you're not a woman.
So you don't believe that transgender people are actually what they say they are?
You see all these people that don't even know how to be honest? They can't even say the truth because immediately they're just thinking about cancel culture. There were so many people in this video that came up to me afterwards like, oh, my job, my job. Bro, say it with your chest.
They are whoever they want to be.
What do you think? But he could identify as a woman.
If he wants to be.
So why can't he identify as Taquavius Johnson III? Okay.
I think everyone has their own opinions and beliefs, and I'm not one to judge, and I may not believe in what you believe in, but I'm not gonna downplay you because your beliefs are different than mine.
Can you identify as a black person?
No.
Ready though? Ready for the fucking...
Why?
I'm not black. That's like,
I'm not a woman, but I can identify as a woman according to you.
if you transition, maybe.
What defines a transition?
Like, if that's your goal, you know?
If you believe it.
Sure.
If you believe you're black, why aren't you black?
Well, that's just not. That's like genetics. That's like ancestry. Like, you're black, right?
You're also born a man or a woman. It's the same thing. That's also genetics.
Okay, I'm over it.
She walks away when confronted with the truth.
Why are people saying that we should believe the scientists when it comes to climate change and vaccines, but not when it comes to biology and chromosomes?
Pick and choose
Chat, why are you calling her a low IQ ogre?
as to what you want to agree with. It's plain and simple.
Do you think a lot of people today have selective accountability?
Absolutely. Selective accountability is a great word for it.
At some point, there has to be some objective truth, some objective morality. If everybody believes that they have their own version of morality and truth, no, it's not about science. What's the difference? What's the difference between your truth and the truth?
My truth is my truth. That's the difference.
That was the dumbest.
Should I respect that?
Absolutely.
What if my truth is that I like to sleep with dogs? Should you respect that?
I feel like live your life is very
I
disgusting.
should live my life.
It's very disgusting. So no, you shouldn't respect it because thinking something's disgusting is the opposite of respect. That's the dumbest leftist atheist mentality. The spiritual witchcraft crystal rock people thinking that we should respect everybody's truth. Absolutely not. That's the dumb, because my truth can be whatever I say it is. And if you get mad at it, I'll be like, what if I stabbed you in the face and said, this is my stabbing truth? What if I robbed you? Oh, this is my purse now. It's my truth.
Wait, hold up. That's disgusting now. Now you said it, you said you should respect it, and now it's disgusting.
Mike, I'm just saying, like, if that's what you want to do, I don't think it's right. But, like,
I don't respect that.
if that's your truth, that's your truth. But
So it doesn't sound like you respect it if you think it's disgusting and it's not right.
I think it's disgusting. That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
Because you said, well, hold on. You said that you should respect everybody who has their own truth. I said that if I say I like sleeping with dogs, based on your judgment of truth.
It comes at a certain extent.
So there you go. You agree with me.
So there is an objective truth.
At some point, there is an objective truth.
Are you really sleeping with dogs, though?
No, I'm not.
This fucking... No, you dumb idiot. What? How do people not understand what the hypothetical... So are you really sleeping with dogs? Are you that stupid that that's what you got from that conversation? Do you know how many people are walking around not even able to comprehend a metaphor or a hypothetical?
Also, yes.
I feel like you're being, like, hypothetical. But if you're being for real, like...
I'm being hypothetical because I'm using your standard of truth. If we follow yours and people just get to be like, okay, it's my truth that I like to sleep with dogs, then there's all this degeneracy. At some point, you got to say no. Like transgender sports, no. So say I wanted to be in a relationship with a dog. Would you say that that's okay?
No.
Even though it doesn't affect you, it doesn't hurt anybody.
It's hurting the dog.
What if the dog is just licking peanut butter? Technically, it's not even hurting the dog. It gets to eat good protein. Peanut butter is great protein for the dog, and I get satisfaction from it.
You see this dummy? Do you actually like having a dog lick you? No, dummy.
Based on your diagnosis that if you feel that way, you're not going to judge. You judge me for wanting to be with the dog, but you don't judge a man turning into a woman.
You want to be with... You're right.
There's a current trend from the liberals and the feminists. They say that if you feel this way, it's fine, I'm not going to judge. Do you believe in judgment?
I do believe in judgment, for sure.
Do you think that we prioritize feelings over facts?
We definitely do.
Where is our morality based at? In the West.
Our morality in the West. It's based around feelings completely, not hurting each other's feelings, and just being kind to one another, putting people's ideologies before truth and fact.
Do you believe a post-op transgender person should be morally obligated to tell their partner that they're transgender?
Within a certain amount of time, yes. I'm not saying first date, but within the first 2 or 3 weeks, absolutely, you have an obligation.
Absolutely not. If you don't feel obligated to tell your partners every single time you had anal sex before them, nobody's obligated to tell you about their past history at all. If it doesn't affect the current relationship, if you feel some kind of way
It's always going to affect the current relationship.
about it, that's something you should have disclosed, and it's not up to your partner to go back into their history to explain themselves.
Just like if you had a disease, AIDS.
That's like saying that somebody applying for a job shouldn't need to list that they committed a felony. You have to show your record, especially when it comes to a long-term investment with another person.
AIDS or, syphilis or something like that, you have an obligation to tell your partner, listen.
So would you compare being transgender to having a disease?
No, I would not compare being transgender to having a disease. I'm just saying there's something that is, you need to inform your partner.
Okay, well, why would they need to do that if trans women are real women?
They're not real women. Were you born a man? Yes, then you're a man. You can, listen, get surgery, do whatever it is you want to do if that's what makes you happy. I can't imagine what it's like to look in the mirror and not see the person that I believe I am, but that does not make you a woman.
Is it fair to label men who don't date trans women transphobic, or is that preference?
That's just preference.
We are still kind of living in a state of post-bigotry. So I can't really blame you for your initial reaction, but there is the general rule of your first reaction is how you're raised. Your second response is what you've learned. Always go based on what you've learned.
That's the stupidest thing ever. Don't believe yourself. You know what the most honest thing is? A 6-year-old seeing a fat person and saying, "You're fat." Or when a 3-year-old's in an elevator and then a black guy walks in and the 3-year-old goes, "Chocolate," because that's the most honest thought. And then it's trained out of you by society. Type of one, if this was you. First time you saw 2 dudes kiss and you saw their beards collide like Velcro when you're in Stop and Shop with your mom, you're grocery shopping, and you see the Velcro collide. Mike and Victor are kissing each other. You go, "Ew! Ew!" You want to vomit and cringe, and then your mom says, no, that's okay. And then you need to, that's when the autism starts training into your mind. You need to start pretending like that shit looks fine. But every time you see a woman and a man kiss, you don't fucking vomit in your head. But there's something innate. You know naturally that 2 dudes Velcro kissing, their beards are getting caught up like Skechers shoes on a rug. You know that it's wrong. And so you want to, no! And then slowly it's trained out of you. Don't believe this emo stripper cop lady over here. Believe your innate reaction. That's the most honest thing. And the more we have to pretend like that we don't think what we think, the more we keep living in a lie.
And then bigotry shouldn't be an issue.
Does a man have the right to feel betrayed if a trans woman doesn't disclose her past?
If it's been...
He has the right to stones and a hole.
2 years, then yes, I would say you could feel betrayed. But if it's been 2 weeks, then no, you've got to give that person an opportunity to kind of work up the courage to say, hey, this is my past.
Well, wouldn't a man have the right to know right away if a woman can become the potential mother to his kids?
If having children out the gate is a concern of yours, then that is a conversation you need to have out the gate. And yes, at that point, it is...
The whole purpose of marriage and dating, the whole purpose of our existence is reproduction. It's just like, if you want to have kids, you should disclose that. You should just assume it.
Responsible to disclose that information. But if that's not a conversation that you guys have had prior to that, I'm a biological woman and I can't have kids, and I don't start out every single fucking date with, I'm not going to be the mother to your kids.
You probably should. You should probably tattoo that next to your rose tattoo. Put it on your other shoulder.
So there's literally no difference.
Does a person have the right to feel betrayed if their partner doesn't disclose their promiscuous past?
No.
Why is the past when it comes to your partner's body count, but not when they've had a sex change?
Because that's like a false pretense. You're entering into the relationship with somebody that you believe to be a biological male or female, as opposed to
tell you. And if you love somebody, you will accept when they're ready to tell you. Forcing somebody to disclose information about them that is deep is honestly kind of low-key selfish.
Are men and women equal?
I mean, listen, like, there's a lot of things that men do that also women can do. Like, I don't need a man for shit, period.
Okay.
Period, exactly.
What does that have to do with the question? I said, are men and women equal? Period. I don't need a man. Are they not?
Are men and women equal?
Period. Exactly what she said, period.
So why do you think that women are more honest than men?
More honest? I think we know what we want. We put it out front. This is what we want, and I think that's why we're more honest.
Absolutely not true at all. If women were honest, come on.
If your friend looked fat, would you tell her?
Like she's my best friend, probably. But if she's like a random person, probably not.
Would you tell one of your two friends right here if they look fat?
I guess, but like, no.
No?
Yeah, no, I would tell them, but they don't look fat. They look great, no?
What would you rate them on a scale of 1 to 10?
10s, 100% 10.
She's a 10, though. No, I don't rate myself.
You're a 10. I'm sorry.
It's a test. If you don't understand female nature, because I know I'm advocating for incel, if you don't understand female nature, talk to like 100 women and ask them this question, like, what do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? Once you realize they're all going to say 10, I think you learn a lot about how women think and how they operate.
You're 100. No. She's 100. I'm not going to rate myself
100 out of 10.
None because that shit don't matter. It matters what's up here, period. Mine. Let's go! I'm a real ass bitch. I got money, baby.
It matters what's up here. I'm a real bitch. I have money.
This Chanel, 7 bands. This BBL, 10 bands.
This Chanel, this BBL, like it writes itself. She just said what matters is up here and then pointed to her purse and her plastic balloon butt.
I'm a real bitch.
I thought it...
What do you mean real bitch? Like, why are they proud of being whores?
Matters what's up here, and then you pointed to your BBL.
Okay, but listen. I'm a few daiquiris in.
Sounds like you're not honest.
I'm a very honest person. Yeah, I'm very honest.
What could they improve the most about their looks?
Nothing. They're perfect.
Do you believe?
I'm honest. They're perfect.
No.
Do you think she's being honest right now?
Like, to a degree, yeah.
It's either you're honest or you're not.
Yeah.
You don't even believe what you're saying right now. You're lying to me.
No, I mean...
And you said that's a fresh BBL?
No, it's 1 year old.
But it looks fresh, doesn't it?
No, it's 1 year old. No.
How could a BBL look fresh? Do they really expire that quickly like fruit?
But it looks fresh, though. It was just my BBL's first year anniversary.
But tell me, does this look fresh, though? It does, right? It does.
So it sounds like we lie for different reasons. Women lie because they are putting forward their appearance. Men lie because they are putting their personality forward. So you're equating one worse than the other, saying that men lying is being shitty, but a woman lying is just her, making her appearance look better. Why is one worse than the other? If you're lying about your appearance and I'm lying about my personality and what I'm good at, why am I worse than you?
That's a valid point, but I believe that if you're just lying about something, like let's say someone asks, oh, what are your intentions? And you're completely lying about your intentions. Well, I'm asking you straight up. If a woman just looks good, you're not asking her like, oh, well, show me what's underneath your makeup or whatever. So I think it's different. If you're asking someone,
I don't think wearing makeup is lying. Like, I just don't get that.
When you wear lashes, you're lying and saying that these are my lashes when they're not.
I don't think it has to do with lying. I don't know. It's like two different things.
You're enhancing your features.
Lying.
If you could improve one thing about yourself, what would it be?
My
BBL!
Boobs. I'm getting another boob job.
My boob job, but what matters, it's up here.
September.
Another one? I thought it matters what's up here.
Listen, no, but still, they still look good, so.
So wait, would you get was that a Brazilian boob lift?
Ugh.
A Brazilian boob lift? Yeah. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way?
Ain't
Would say,
way you said that.
would say
Ain't no way you said that.
Anal way, the anal way.
Yo, it's complicated. What are these jokes, bro? What did you just say?
Anal way? Would say, would say,
Ain't no way you said that.
anal way, the anal way.
Bomboka!
The anal?
The anal way, right?
Wait, you told me you tried anal.
What?
Tell them about the time you did anal. No, stop!
Why do you believe in astrology?
Well, I kind of like am into like the zodiacs and stuff, but not too much. It's more like I believe in some like a higher power, but maybe it's just a soul that's kind of using my vessel right now.
Do you think women are more likely to believe in things like astrology and crystals than men are, and if so, why?
I do, because I feel like women kind of have more of an open mind, but that's just from personal experience talking to women and men. But a lot of men bring it up to me first, actually.
What do they say?
They ask what my sign is, stuff like that.
Do you think that they actually...
It's really incredible how dumb they sound when you're not there. Like when you have to listen to it and pay attention to it in real time and focus now. Doesn't this advocate towards my incel take even more? Like imagine how many dates you've been on and how much entertaining you've done, like texting back and forth to somebody who thinks and talks like this, who can't understand a metaphor, who puts a mic to her BBL and says what matters is in my mind. All that to get a nut. And I'm listening to this and getting a headache right now because I'm not monetizing it. I can't imagine what it's like for the guys that have to deal with this because they want a nut and they're not monetizing it whatsoever. Because when I have to deal with this, it's either in an interview or on Fresh and Fit. I'm always monetizing these types of conversations, but think about like most guys are doing this to get a nut. They're doing this to cope. Incredible.
Actually care about that, or they're just trying to get into your pants?
I most of the time I think they're trying to get into my pants.
What sign am I emulating to you right now?
You like what sign do I think you are? Maybe like an Aries. What are you?
What are you?
I'm a Cancer.
Okay.
Yeah.
This conversation is giving me cancer.
Take a look around you here in Vegas.
W? Let me cook?
Every girl, 5, 6, 7, a 10 even. They're on their phones 24/7. They've got the guys. They've got the UFC fighter with them. They've got the millionaire, the multimillionaire. They're still on their phone looking for the next best thing. So I feel like they could never have what they truly want. But what they truly want, desire, and need is God and is a man. A strong, confident, leading man.
Doesn't make sense, right?
It's complicated.
It's complicated. It is indeed.
Well, I don't know why he edited the video like this. My editor, Bronson, he edited it in a much different way. And he cut out, there's a lot of really good moments that he didn't put in.
No, actually, it's not that complicated. We prioritize feelings over facts, and not because we actually care about people, because they want us to all be confused. They want us to all be at the bottom. They want us to be easily controlled. So when we prioritize feelings and we don't even know how to say what the truth is, and everybody believes in their own truth, their own independent truth, we're prioritizing Satan over God. We're trying to separate God because we want to separate morality. When people don't have a higher belief, then they're easily to manipulate and put whatever they want into your head. And they don't have our best interests in mind. Why would they? If they want ultimate control, they would want us all confused, depressed, and sad and fat. Very simple. Not that complicated.
Am I cooking? Am I cooking? Or was that too autistic?
That's it.
Your job?